Here we go again. It's another seed haul. Welcome to Finding Joy in the Garden. I have no idea what is in these packs because I completely forgot about them. I bought these last year and apparently put it away and forgot to unbox it. So let's open this up together and figure out what I got. Isn't the packaging so cool? You have been instructed to smile. You've got seeds. That is so cute. I've taken the time to split the order into flowers, vegetables, and peppers. And most of them are flowers. Let's start with vegetables because I only picked up one pack, and this is endive. It has finely curled, deeply notched leaves, matures in 90 days. I am trying to expand my leafy greens, so endive was the one I picked. Moving on to peppers, we have the black Hungarian pepper. It looks deeply purple, and these flowers, look at that. That is so pretty. That's really ornamental to me. Well, they said it too. It's ornamental and delicious. Unique black fruit shaped like jalapenos. Mildly hot, delicious flavor. That's the black Hungarian pepper. Next is the orange spice jalapeno. I grew the lemon spice jalapeno, which looks like this but yellow, and it was gorgeous. So of course I had to get the orange spice jalapeno. And this is from New Mexico State University breeders, and it's ornamental prolific. I like that word. It is prolific and well adapted to hot, dry climates. Let's see, how many days to maturity? Does it say? Doesn't say, but the lemon spice was a quick producer. Jalapenos in general will produce quickly, so orange spice jalapeno. Now I had two orders, and Baker Creek just wants me to grow this because I have grown the datil pepper. Last year I got a free pack of seeds, and now they sent me more because apparently I need this in my life. And they are right, I do need it. It's really, really great. It's a great pepper, datil pepper. This is the Kalugaritsa. I hope I said that right. And it's a beautiful and delicious hot Macedonian pepper. Nice. It's so pretty. It reminds me of the Ajvarsky pepper, but smaller. And it looks like it's thick-walled. So we'll see. I'd like to grow this year. Next up is the Pippin's Golden Honey Pepper. Isn't she beautiful? Look at that. So I really loved the way this pepper looked, and I love the name, Pippin's Golden Honey. And it's a multicolored sweet pepper. I'm trying this year to get more sweet peppers. I love hot peppers. I grow a lot of hot peppers, but I need to branch out into more sweet peppers. Maybe I can get my kids to eat some peppers, but sweet pepper. So it's a multicolored sweet pepper, and it's an heirloom of the Philadelphia African American community of the early 1900s. It's a delightfully ornamental pepper that changes color and finally ripens to a vibrant orange. I love peppers that change colors. I love that. That's beautiful. Pippin's Golden Honey. And the next pepper is the Tunisian Bakloti pepper. Look at it. And it's big. Is this one a sweet pepper? It's the traditional pepper of Tunisia, which is a small country on the Barbary coast. Large red tapering pods, wonderful hot flavor. I don't mind it. It's hot, but it gets milder with cooking and is perfect with couscous. Tunisian Bakloti pepper. Now let's move on to flowers. And last year I went a little flower crazy. And this makes sense because this order was in June, and that's when most of my flowers were just blooming. I'd grown a flower garden really for the first time in any kind of scale last year. And so I was absolutely in love with peppers, which makes, did I say peppers? With flowers, which makes this order make sense to me because I apparently bought all the flower seeds I could find. So let's go through them. This is the Viola Tiger Laeta. Look. If I grow this, I'm going to think I made it up. This looks like a painting. You can't tell me otherwise. This is a painting. This is a painting. Okay. but apparently it's a flower. Tiger Laeta, 85 days to maturity. Oh my goodness, golden blooms that have tiger stripes. Great for ideal container planting. I have a plant for this, and it's perennial, so it's so beautiful. Okay, moving on, another viola, because why have one when you can have 10,000? This is the Bowles Black viola. Oh my goodness, 85 days as well. Great for baskets and borders, rock gardens. I think I like black pepper. If I say pepper one more time, I like black flowers or deep purple flowers. They're just intriguing to me because to me, flowers are usually yellow or red. So whenever I see something super dark like this, I'm like, are you even real? The Bowles Black Viola. Next up is the balloon flower, the blue balloon flower. And this was a free seed because I saw it. I was like, I don't remember buying this. Yeah, that's because I didn't. But it's a perennial. I have to look it up, make sure it's not one of those aggressive plants that'll take over my garden. But it's pretty. It's beautiful. And see, it starts off like that. That's probably why they call it balloon. And then it opens up to this. That is pretty. Perennial to zones 3 to 9. I am in zone 8A in Georgia, so this is perennial in my zone. Next up, Coleus. And this is the Folia Sunset Coleus. I grew a Coleus. It was from a regular seed from the big box store. I don't remember what the name was. And I loved the way it looked. But the leaf is so vibrant. So I want to grow this probably in a container and see how it does. A deeply dramatic blend of crimson and mahogany, sunset tones, tidy foliage plant. So I think it's small, good. Have bold and bright marbling of iguana green and burgundy. They're excellent for containers. Perfect, that's what I need. Window boxes, beds, and borders. Let's see, days to maturity. Why don't you say? Unfair. Doesn't say, but it's beautiful. Now, another viola, like I said, 1,000, that's what I need. This is the Wine Laeta. Purple. Isn't she pretty? Of course, 85 days. It's edible. It's an edible flower. Ooh, nice. Okay. Let's get to eating flowers. Next up is a salvia. I grew salvia last year, but they didn't bloom. I believe they bloomed second season. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment in the section. In the comment section. So this is the Amore Purple. And it reminds me of the Black Prince Snapdragon that I grew. As well as there was another flower. What was it called? I don't remember the name, but I'll put it up here somewhere. But the color of the flower was deep, just like this one. So I have some salvia that should bloom white, and I think some that should bloom pink. So this, I think, will be a great addition. And salvias are perennial to my zone, if I remember correctly. So it has, and yes, the pollinators love it. I like flowers that the pollinators like. That makes me happy. All right, so we'll see. Salvia, Amore, purple. Now, last year I grew a Coreopsis mix, and I loved it. And so, of course, I saw this one and said, why not? Only thing is, I think rabbits like Coreopsis too, and I apparently run a factory for rabbits, but that's neither here nor there. Coreopsis, this is the yellow, fully double. See, it's kind of fuzzy. Doesn't it look like a teddy bear sunflower? That's what it looks like to me. It's really bright and cherry, so I'm going to try to grow this year. And it's perennial to zones 4 to 9. And this is a dwarf plant, so I like dwarf plants. I have many places in the garden I can put shorter plants, so I like this. Also pollinator magnet. Coreopsis, yellow, fully double. Now, Gomphrena. I grew Gomphrena last year. I grew the Strawberry Fields Gomphrena, which had a red ball. The flower was red. And I also planted a white Gomphrena and a purple one that for some reason didn't come up. So now I want another one. So this is the Buddy Purple Gomphrena, if you've never grown gomphrena, please grow some. It's beautiful. I couldn't believe it was real. It looked to me like this cannot be real. So I want to get different colors. I want for sure the white, and I also wanted a purple. I'm in love with gomphrena now. It is an annual. This is a super dwarf gomphrena, and it adds an everlasting pop of purple. These flowers stayed in the garden forever. And the blooms of this flower are long lasting. It's a heat and drought tolerant plant, and it has strong stems. I can attest to all of those. So, the Buddy Purple Gomphrena. Next up, marigolds. I grew quite a few marigolds in my garden last year, including the petite yellow marigold. And I was looking for, of course, more marigolds to put in my garden because why not? So this is the sugar and spice marigold, and you can see it's like a pale yellow with some white. And it's 50 to 65 days to maturity, and marigolds do tend to mature early, so I like that about them. And it says, big blooms like dollops of freshly churned butter are so sunny and cheerful. Don't you just love that description? Big blooms like dollops of freshly churned butter. Anyway, so these beautiful blooms are 2 inches across on 16-inch tall plants, and it's great for pots, beds, and borders. Sugar and spice marigold. And just like that, another marigold, same color scheme. You want to see them together. So this is the Kilimanjaro white marigold. And look at those flowers. The blooms are so very beautiful. So it's a unique white marigold. I mean, it looks kind of creamy to me. I wouldn't call this white, but let's go with it. A unique white marigold, and it has 2-inch creamy white blooms more like, that really stand out in a crowd. Kilimanjaro. I got some marigolds from Etsy, of all places, last year, and they didn't bloom white, so I think I got scammed. So we'll try again this year. Maybe I can get from Baker's Creek some actual white looking marigolds. Another marigold, don't judge me, people. This is the Bambino. Look, it's a Bambino. It's a Bambino, so pretty. So little orange flowers. It says, with sunny and cheerful little blooms in tangerine and lemon stripes, Bambino boasts short and perfectly tidy mounds reaching just 10 inches tall. So they're short. I love that. I like short marigolds. These compact plants are covered in blooms, making each a small burst of sunshine, ideal for mixed plantings, containers, and beddings. Bambino marigold. Moving on to some zinnias. I love zinnias. Zinnias are one of the flowers I grew 2 years ago. My first foray into flowers of any kind. It was zinnias, black-eyed Susans, and what was the third one? I forget, but zinnias, the first one I ever grew was the candy cane zinnia. Oh my goodness, it was so pretty. So now I just want all the zinnias, and this is the Lila Cactus Zinnia. It reminds me a bit of the Pink Senorita, which I grew last year. So this reminds me of that, but this is all purple. Lila Cactus, 65 to 95 days maturity. Let's see. I don't think this one is a shorter one. The stems reach 2 to 2.5 feet tall. So yes, it's not a tiny one, but it's so pretty. And because, you know, beautiful things come in twos, this is the Purple Prince, and this is the Lila Cactus. Look at that. Purple Prince. So I have a Purple Prince Snapdragon, and now I have a Purple Prince Zinnia. Didn't even realize that. And let's see. Pale green centers. Correct. Purple Prince Zinnia. This is really pretty. More zinnias. This is the Peruvian Zinnia, which looks a bit like the Bambino. Let's look at those together. So yeah, they do resemble each other. So this is the Peruvian Zinnia. Let's see. It reaches 2 feet tall, so this is a taller variety than the Bambino. So maybe grow these together and have this one tower over this one. Who knows? But Peruvian Zinnia. I did say I wanted all the zinnias, and I apparently went off the railings with this order. But this is the Mazurkia zinnia. It's pink. My goodness. Each scarlet petal is tipped in cream, set off by golden tracery at the heart. Sumptuous, large blooms, robust plants. Mazurkia zinnia. Now I got an aster. I bought some asters last year and I never grew them, but I don't ask me why I bought another one. This is the Giant Perfection mix. So I think I'll give this one a try and see. I can imagine these colors all mixed together. There's a purple, a pink, a white, and a yellow. Oh, I didn't buy it. That makes more sense. I'm like, why would I buy another aster? I haven't grown the ones I bought. It's a free gift. Thank you, Baker's Creek. So it's a peony type, extra large flowers, great for cutting. Formula mix has all the best colors. It does have all the best colors. Look at that. That is pretty. Thank you. Now this one I did grow last year and I loved it. I grew, I think this one. This is the Rudbeckia Cherokee Sunset. I need this in my life. I need to grow a lot of these. Now the only problem I have with this is the rabbits. You remember my rabbits? The rabbits love this and I like it, but I'm gonna figure it out because I have to grow this. And it's a gorgeous medley of rustic sunset colors. You can use it as a landscape flower or a cutting flower. It comes in a range of colors. This is so pretty. So Rudbeckia Cherokee Sunset. I got a poppy because I grew the California poppy last year and I grew it late. I grew it like when other flowers were already blooming. I just threw some seeds. I don't know why they came up. I think they need cold stratification, don't they? But they came up. They were happy to come up and I got a few flowers and I said, this is so pretty. I'm going to go buy some more poppies. So this is the Scarlet Peony Poppy. It's 98 days to maturity and it shows gorgeous scarlet pom-poms, fully double. Ooh, yes, it is fully double. This is very pretty. So Scarlet Peony Poppy. Another poppy. This is the Swansdown. If you know how to say this properly, if I'm making a big mistake in the pronunciation, just let us know in the comment section. But see, I told you I was looking for white or whitish flowers. So this is another poppy, Swansdown Poppy, and it's 98 days to maturity. It has frizzled, frilly white petals. This is beautiful. This is gorgeous. Can you imagine them together? Oh, yes. Now we're moving on to Cosmos, and I say Cosmos because plural. I bought more than one Cosmo. This is the Apricotta. Oh my goodness, look at that. The Apricotta Cosmo. 85 days to maturity. This is an annual, like most of the other Cosmos. Darling blooms in a color like pink lemonade with 3.5 foot tall plants. A bit tall. Apricotta. Frizzy Rose Picote. Picote or Picote? Let me know. Frizzy Rose Picote. Cosmo. Oh, so beautiful. My goodness. I don't know if I want to grow them in containers or in ground. If you've grown Cosmos, let me know how you grow yours. Especially if you have rabbits, let me know if the rabbits leave yours alone or what you do to protect them. That would be helpful to me. But this is so pretty. And yes, I'm sorry. I bought another one, the Rubinado. These colors just sucked me in. I'm sorry. Rubinado. This is a compact dwarf. I think I'll put this one in a container. See if I can grow this. This is so pretty. Yeah, this is going to be in a container. And one last Cosmo. I hope it's the last one. It's a Candy Floss Pink Sunrise. Why did I buy so many pink Cosmos? What was I thinking? My goodness. Oh, Lord. My goodness. So yes, the Candy Floss Pink Sunrise. It's beautiful. It's a 24-inch plant, so this is a smaller one as well. Now, coneflowers. I got the green twister. This is why I went looking for this order, because I remembered I bought this green twister and I couldn't find it in my seed collection. So I figured I must have, put the order somewhere else. And then I found these two orders. Okay, but this is the green twister coneflower, and it's a pollinator magnet. Apparently it's a perennial and it's medicinal. I don't know anything about that, so don't ask me about that. But green twister coneflower, and then the echinacea. This is Allen's Pride. Look at the flowers. Allen's Pride echinacea perennial. It's a sour apple green echinacea that blooms in the first year. I keep looking for plants that bloom in the first year because I'm not as patient as I would like to be. I want the flowers in the first year. The first year I grew flowers, I went looking through, and anything that said it's blooms second year or was biennial, I wouldn't pick it because I just knew I didn't have the patience for it. So I've repented. I'm trying now to grow some things that don't bloom in the first season, but I need some flowers, please. So they grow up to 2 feet tall and are highly attractive to pollinators, and they're gorgeous to boot. So now this is a flower I've never seen before, never heard of before. Like I said, I am still very new to flower gardening, but I've never seen this before. And it's called Craspedia Yellow Drumstick. It looks like a yellow drumstick. So I think I'll give this a try this year. I love the way it looks, the yellow drumstick, Craspedia. Thank you so much for joining me today in the garden in my home for this Baker Creek seed haul. If you would like to see the other seeds I bought from Baker's Creek, you can click on this video here. Or if you would like to learn how I grow most of my seeds in my garden, click on this video to learn how to winter sow. If you liked the video, pretty please take a second to like the video. And until next time, may you always find joy in your garden and your life. Bye, garden friend.